Mhm, 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 mhm. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. And where should I start? If you read the title of the video, you probably already got but your interesting what is Gio is going to say about it today. What is the wisdom that's going to come in? So there was this energy that it comes in that talking about are you in the rabbit hole? Are you gonna get out of the rabbit hole? It all depends of how your life is, how the things there it's processing within you. I was looking at those energies years ago, begin to understand that the gravity that it's coming from it. Why did the ancients create the astrology that way? We're talking about when a planet is in a certain zodiac sign and the influence, the energy that it provides, how that energy comes in, how this things are affecting us, and so on. And it hit me like on a break, over the times that even I try to explain it in some way, but I see this when I do more readings about it. It is about the gravity, the tube. Okay, we are talking about this universal principles of gravity there. So what is going to happen is about that when we have the full moon, you probably felt it that you went into this rabbit hole. And when are we going to have the new moon right now within the eclipse and the Chiron all coming in together? We're going to get out. For those of you that energy is going to come in for it, you went to the rabbit hole in there, you're going to be get out of that energy. When you get out of that energy, it's going to be getting your authority with your intuition. You are going to be going into that energies of darkness because the sun is going to be blocking that energy of the moon towards Chiron. And of course, that energy of Aries. Some of you is going to come out of that hole and find out is like what I'm going to be doing now. Waiting there, waiting till the planets, especially talking about the moon is going to move down in there. You're going to be able to see your authority, that it's healing yourself, and you're going to get the energies of Aries because that's what the energy is going. For those who actually going the other way around, putting themselves first, they're working on their healing, but that energy is going to be blocked from the moon. You're going to be entering the backwards energy of Aries. You're going to be looking at it under authority, but you're going to be working on the other side of the whole, which is that is going to be the south node. That's going to be what is a Libra is. And through that energies in there, because there's going to be some a few degrees of this point, it is about your relationship within yourself that leads to the relationship with others. You may be getting into a new relationship. Be mindful about it because it's Mercury retrograde. It's been proved over the years that relationships started during Mercury retrograde don't last long. In the Mercury retrograde, so it's quite a way well known for misunderstanding between partners and so on. And Mercury is going to be a very close right there. Okay. Mercury is going to be very well. So the next 2 days, you're going to be digging within the mysteries inside of you. You're going to be looking at into those mysteries. I'm going to go first into the fifth, and then I'm going to go over the sixth in there because I'm going to be traveling. I won't be able to make the reports for both 2 days. But my suggestion to you is look at it deep inside of you where you're standing at the current point present time, because of this current present time, it's precious. Because if you're on a road to coming out, you're going out towards to get to this healing of self, this power of your own self, as the Venus is in Aries already. That is it, the love towards me heals me. I am the healer. I am the wounded healer. Without my wounds, I heal myself. For the future better to come within. That's what this is energy is presented in there. For those who already heal that energy, you're going to be going backwards into that too. From that new energy, you're going to be pouring of what you want to receive. The receiving end is the south node, your relationship with others. And you're going to be seeing it one way or another. There is both positive aspects. Okay. But if you're sitting in the middle, stuck in that tube, you're not doing any actions, to remind you that Aries represents the actions of me. You represent those positivenesses, like I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna put the fire on it, I'm gonna know what I'm gonna be doing in that. With that energies, you're gonna be able to succeed. So right now I'm gonna be moving on a site up here. Also, I can be monitoring the chat in the same time. I can see the charts up here on the front. And pretty soon things is going to be more interesting because there's some surprises in the next month for you. I'm going to be keeping quiet. I'm going to keep it quiet. All right. So here's what's happening on the 5th. The 7 o'clock in the morning, the energy is going to be pretty much okay. Things about work, doing the work. You may find confrontations with yourself about the authority, what you're authorizing, what you're not. For it, the sun is still at the pretty much at the 15, it's already at the 16 degrees. So you're going to be beginning to shift that focus from me going towards the material possessions. And that is going to comes in with the ascendant, that is at 2 degrees of Taurus. You're going to be focused on something within the material world. As the midheaven is at Capricorn, he is sextiling these beautiful energies of Saturn, which is the learning process. The learning process going to the energies of Uranus. And Uranus is trining the midheaven. We're talking about you doing something work for the universe, and the universe itself work from within you by teaching you the mysteries, the beyond the veil, things that you don't know from it. You might gonna have a new learnings that comes in, new downloads from the universe, new energies of aha moments. Talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 8 o'clock, that it's going to be an energy focus primarily at Pluto and Venus sextile in there. And the ascendant is at the end of Taurus, which is going to be doing exactly the same things as the Jupiter and Uranus are doing earlier in the earliest hour. But right now, this energy is at the end of Capricorn. I'm ending the work. I finished the work. I need something new. I need something to evolve. I want to see how I'm going to make it better. And you're facing Pluto. And Pluto says, like, are you ready? Are you capable of it? What is in your subconscious? What is your new ideas? What is your the new life? How you picturing the things in there? What are you telling to yourself? And now, since Pluto is squaring Mercury retrograde, you may find out a hard time. But the Pluto says one thing: renew the love from within. Without energies in there, the Venus is stepping up at the 1st degree of Aries. And that is where she wants you to lead. Love is the key to anything, including healing yourself within the subconscious level. And that is it, what your inner work should be looking at inside of you. All right, so talking about it, 9 o'clock midheaven is at the mid of Aquarius, positive energies with the ascendant that is in Gemini, positive sextiles with the North Node and the Sun that it's coming. Very, very powerful energies. You're gonna feeling the vibes. You're gonna be feeling it, the energies within. And as the moon is at 28 degrees of Aquarius, she is right now sextiling Mercury retrograde in Chiron. She's the one that leads you. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the mysteries. I'm gonna give you the new ways you're seeking. Because the Aquarius is like, I'm seeking the new things. I wanted to understand new things. I want to buy the new books. Traditional Aquarius energy, here how it goes. I'm searching on the internet. I gotta see this book. You go into the bookstore, you open up the book, you see that the book is what it's all about. You release it, you're thinking about it, you leave the book back in the bookshelf at the bookstore, and you're going home. And you're sitting there, it's like, you know what, I should have bought the book. You buy the book, you release it, you learn it, you're learning the mysteries. So you're shifting from Aquarius into Pisces, and that energy in there, it is what it is. The learning at the end, to take that actions of these ideas to turning into something. But you have to understand how that something is created. Who knows how the things are created? Pisces. They know everything from Aries to their own sign, but they have to learn it at the end that everything happens with action. And this is what is the lessons of Pisces is. Some of the Pisces are hard-working people who using their minds how to create safe and operate within the energies. But at the same time, there is this other Pisces, so the people don't talk about it, is that energy of I'm lazy, I don't know what to do it, I want to make the other people doing it. I understand how these things works. I can make this, I can make that, and so on and so on. You know, this is typical for the water signs, guys. Okay. So meet Kevin in the next hour, which is 10 o'clock. It's going to be together with the moon. Beautiful energies, beautiful wisdom for those focusing within the family, divine energies in there. Pluto is supporting right now divine energies towards Cancer. So look at it inside of you. What do you have at the first degree of Cancer? And look at it inside of you. What do you have at the first degrees of Virgo? There are going to be this divine energies towards those zodiac signs right now. You can see it there from within, and they're related to what's going on in Aquarius. Okay. All right, so at 11 o'clock, it is coming. Midheaven, it's with Saturn and Mars in there. Beautiful energies with the ascendant. Beautiful things are going to be coming in. The only thing is that the ascendant is going to be squaring the sun and the north node. Some of you don't like the things in the family. Some of you have this family, but you created that family. It wasn't meant to be. And you're standing in there and you're wondering, what is that? For some of you, that is going to be the entering that rabbit hole because right now you're in that rabbit hole because you're not sure within the family that you created what it is. It is a family. Does it work for you? Is it not the right thing? You begin to asking your questions. Can I trust all this? Can I have that partner? The reason is this triggers is gonna comes in more stronger in about 6 hours from now. It is about that job. It's squaring the south and the north node, but they're currently with the sun, and we have a Chiron in there, right? Things that are not healed from the past. Right now, they shows up. This is like a wound they're passing within the family. That it is probably you know about what I'm talking about right now. That is the fears. They're the one generations passing the fears over the next generation. Oh, this may happen to you. Oh, maybe this what it is. Don't do this because this is what will happen. But actions of fear, not action of education, culture, knowledge, and spirituality. When you say something, explain what it is all about. But if you can't explain it, but you're acting only in the face of fear, what do? You're passing those your own personal fears to the person. And now you see it that in a family is more fear than love. And you're wondering what is a family about? All right, so talking about the next hour, this is the things that needs to be healed. And this is what I see this as needed. But first, the transformation process is needed. And what? Not in the youngest generations, guys, the generations before. You fix it yourself, you're breaking the chain between the generations before you and the generations after you. You're breaking generational karma. And by example of that, you begin the example for the new generations. But also, you are example for the previous generation. But that lies within you. Okay? This is specifically for those who actually your kids are more wise about relationships than you are. Pay attention to what your kids are telling you about it. Sometimes things you don't like it. All right. Talking about the rabbit hole, you're gonna feel this rabbit hole. It's gonna happen at 1 o'clock, and there midheaven is with the sun. It is opposing the south node is and the north node. It's gonna give you this energies that are gonna be coming in towards you. It shows you that like what happened in the past, what I didn't see things in the past. What is that coming in from there? What is that kind of loop from within is, and so on and so on. And when you go with this for it, you're gonna be finding things, and those things, whatever they are, they could be on any level. They could be an emotional, which is most of the time. There could be a cultural difference. There could be a physicalities or, however, energetic, and so on and so on. But there's going to be also a lack of maturity in there involved within that package. And when you look at this lack of maturity, it's going to come in because the ascendant that is at Leo, which is the maturities there, that's the fifth house. That is one of the children's mature. For the very first time, that is their opposing Pluto. That is it, the child that doesn't want to grow up. That is it, this, "Mm, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Why do you want it? You just want it. There is no explanations about it. But when you mature, you explain yourself why you want things. That is it, the explanations to growth. All right, talking about the next hour, that is it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The midheaven is going to be at Taurus. That's going to be squaring Pluto. Some of you don't like that energies of what Pluto is doing right now. You're going to feel like, oh, well, I can do, I have issues in the material world and so on. And Pluto tells you, did you do it with love before? Can you do it with love right now? Can you be able to get it? Okay. That can put some lot of pressures on the other side, the things that you see of you. You want things. Everyone wants to achieve their destiny. Everyone wants to achieve this greatness. Everyone wants to get out of the rabbit hole. But it's going to need a work in cooperation with the energies of the universe, of the maturity of the growth. And that comes from the ascendant, that it's going to be squaring Jupiter. Ascendant is at Leo, at 17 degrees, Jupiter is at 18 degrees. That squaring right there, it shows that you have not grown up. You have to stay a little bit longer in the rabbit hole. But if you are mature enough, here is. Go get it. Work. Put the work on it. Talking about that work in the next hour, which is going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, beautiful energy to achieve what you have to. You may get some beautiful news, beautiful growth. You may gonna get the messages like, you know what, you've been a good worker, even a great worker. We give you the self increase, or Here is we are gonna be giving you a new title positions that it's coming in with the new perks. Um, we saw it. We decided that we want to giving you a chance. We're giving you this promotion, and with that promotion package, here is the key for the company car. And you're like, what the hell, Dio? You did the work. Some of you is going to have this energy of liquid luck. And what is that coming from? Jupiter currently, it is sextile Mars and Saturn. Uranus does its work in the same way with the mean Lilith. And the midheaven is right there. The current work says like, you did the work, here's the job, here's the results. Okay? If you took that energy, you turn it to the actions, you turn it to a performance, and you get paid. But if you do that for yourself, you do that for yourself. And then it can go, it can get, and you can work on it, get in your house, and so on and so on. Some of you, though, still have not balanced. Some of you still have things that you look within your logic, within your things that goes on. That's going to be getting triggered from the ascendant that is at Virgo, because that opposing Mars and Saturn. Mars is like, I don't want this logic. I don't want these things. I don't want to be looking into these situations. I want to go to the mysteries. I want to create different actions from different culture, from different levels. I want to be different. And now I cannot do anything. I'm stuck here on this rabbit hole. Mars is like a factions. When you're in the rabbit hole, you don't know where you're at, so you're afraid to do any actions. Why? You educate yourself. You're the seed. You're in the ground. You went to that hole. You stayed there. You become the seed. And then fruit come out. But that's you. For us who's been coming out, you're gonna find out these divine energies from the ascendant and Lilith towards the sun and the north node. Beautiful energies, midheaven and Gemini. It's gonna be supporting that for it. For those who's not, you're gonna have these pressures of actions. You know, it takes a long time for the seed to get wet, to get moisturized, to expand. But there is this moment of expansions when I kind of like you want to break this outer shell. You want to break that. You want to crack that. You're that chicken inside of the egg that it's right now. You're ready to come out and see the light, and you're like, it's too tight for me here. I need to break this. What I need to do. What I need to do. Need a break. You're giving yourself a new life in there. But you have to do these actions. Talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 6 p.m., the ascendant still at Virgo. That's going to be between Virgo and Libra. That is going to be opposing, of course, Neptune and Venus. They are both the one it's in not even the first degree of Aries, and the other one it's in the last degrees of Pisces. Together with the midheaven, there is at the end of Gemini. All that squaring and duality comes in within. And this is a where you're gonna have duality. Should I keep on going into the rabbit hole? Can I keep on going into those rabbit hole, coming out of one, going into another? Can I coming out and do and see what there is, and so on and so on? And Pluto says, "Oh yeah, you definitely do." Because when you come out from one hole, you get into another. You can find your peace, you can be lazy, you can do things and so on, but then you get bored. And the universe creates this steering the pot within your life, and it's like, go do this, go do that, right? And this is what is going to happen. For some of you, there's going to be a divine purposes of this. You're going to find your purposes. It's going to be the relationship with others. But you're learning that through who? through Saturn and Mars. There's going to be some divine energies that it's going to be coming in. As the moon already moved into Pisces, she is basically still sextiling Chiron in there, but without the energies is moving forward more and more. Your intuition is going to be like, I have to get out. I have to put the time to learn. I got myself into this rabbit hole. I have to get myself out of it. Yeah, it's gonna be a pressure. You're trying to get out, you're trying to move, but you don't understand that the movement can get out of the rabbit hole. It's the internal work that you need to do. For some of you, that's gonna be like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to communicate with people. I don't know what I'm telling it to people. I don't understand this balances deal. I don't understand all this. All I see is a conflict, 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 conflict. And this is what the energy is gonna be. You're gonna see more conflict because you haven't learned to see the exit lines through the spirit and through the soul. Ascendant there is in Libra is in divine energies with Jupiter and Uranus in the material world. Use the spirituality, your spirit leads you directly straight through it. And then you have no conflicts, right? Because your soul is in whatever is going to happen, you're in peace. And that's how you are able to handling the intense confrontations. But you know, see that you have the internal fight within you is like, should I go back out of the rabbit hole, which is impossible, of course, or should I move forward? And guess what? The evolutions, the power of evolution is telling you, yeah, come here. You know, you see that light of the tunnel, that's what you need to go. And you go and you go and you go, and the light's still the same. And you're like, when is she get out? And the force of the evolution is asking, how do you evolve? No. Ah, well, you need to evolve. Amplitude says like here, I give you that love. And that love is pointing out towards what you do in the family. And that's how you're going to be resolving this hour. For those who did that job, the energy is just going to shift from aggravations, lower energies in there, from down, splashed in the ground, all of a sudden, all the way up in the sky. There's going to be a lot of divine energies. They're going to be coming from the ascendant. They're going to be coming in from the mean Lilith in there and the mid heaven. Mid heaven, it's going to be at Leo. That's going to be at 13 degrees of Leo. That's going to be divine energies towards the moon and Mars at the same time. And it's going to have divine energies from Lilith towards the sun. It has been for a very long time for it. Hi, Karen. Thank you for coming in. A bit late, but hey, it's better be late than never. Welcome. Here you can watch it from the beginning, no problem. Just stay here and I can help you. And talking about at 10 o'clock, you're gonna find out that your shadow, the things that comes out, the energies that it's coming for it, everything had a good purpose for you. Even if you're in the rabbit hole, you find yourself comfortable because you finally getting yourself to see where you're gonna go, to look where you're gonna get, and to that the energies, guys, you are gonna be able to navigate because today you did a lot of work, but that work is gonna be paying off tomorrow. You're gonna see as the moon is gonna meet Mars and Saturn, and you're gonna be seeing it tomorrow. That energies, the way they are in actions for you. And I'm talking about at 11 o'clock, you're going to feel the pressure. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to achieve this. I have this to needs to be worked that out. I have to get into this. I must, and so on and so on. Material situations between you and others. the ascendant there is at Scorpio, which is the material possessions of others that I control, is with the material possessions that I control, but they're my own, not others' materials and stuff. And that energy is gonna comes out sharply from within, and you're gonna be with the back of your mind. There's gonna be this little voice that, oh, you can do this, I can do that, you can get this. And the big voice is like, what the synchronicity says, this is what you're doing. You haven't matured, you haven't growth, and you're still doing these little things. Where is that gonna get you? You need to change. And that change is gonna comes in and based out of the South Node and the true Lilith. That divine energies right now, beginning with Saturn and Mars. Actions of learning from the divine through the situations that there was. Okay. And this is going to be the report for um, April 5th. And I'm just going to be have to adjust a little bit. And here, I get into all the hours. And I'm going to be beginning you to do the 6th of April. So 6th of April, the energies is going to be quite interesting because this time the moon, as I said, and Mars, they're coming together. Moon and Mars, they're going to be respectively at the 11 degrees of Pisces. This is going to be where Mars is learning intuition is like, I want to know what is this mystery is. And for example, this is the moment when I will give you this energy. How does it look like? If you ever watched The Lord of the Rings, this is when they tell Aragorn that he has this secret army of those spirits in the cave. And they say that nobody can go in there. It's use them. They're just sitting on the mountain and they're hiding in this cave. And they're just spirits who cannot be moved because they don't fulfill their oath. Mars is going to feel like that warrior, like Aragorn. But he has to look in there. This is the mysteries there. Why they have not, and how he can make it happen. For some of you, this is going to be the work that you're going to do. Digging it inside of yourself. Are you that warrior to go through the mystery, to break in, to look at it in the places you haven't looked before? Some of you, there's going to be a little bit of chicken wings, but it is what it is. All right, so talking about the next hour, that's going to be at 8 o'clock. Midheaven is with Pluto. Beautiful energy. Just beautiful energy. Okay, that energy is going to be very beautiful with Venus. You're going to feeling the love. You're going to feeling the happiness. You're going to feel that things that comes in. There is a springtime's coming up. Everyone is that love that is coming. I mean, the energies are more beautiful with these transformations that we have. Okay, you done the work and you change, you transform. That's better. Talking too much, my throat, right? So keeping going in there. 9 o'clock is the energies in there. They're gonna be at meet of Aquarius. That meet of Aquarius is gonna be squaring Jupiter and Uranus. You want those new things in art, right? You you want it. Okay, you see that the old ways doesn't move anywhere, but you're trying to grow too fast. You're trying to grow like I want to know what I just want to know, and I want it to know now. It doesn't happen just now. You need to. get downloads. You need to take time to read. You need to time to educate yourself. You need time to reach out to people who knows what is this is about. You have to do a research. For those of you who are Aquarius, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially for those who have some moons in Aquarius, your emotions are there. You can be a naturally born detective in there because you can research anything and everything, and your mind is super hyper operating within you that tells you where you need to go because you have the ability and capability of finding the new directions where other people have no exit. Rebels, that's the power. You have it. So this energy is going to be presented to you, and that is going to be focused towards who? Towards Venus. Venus that is at right now at 1 degree and 27 minutes at Aries. And as we're talking about that, energy comes in and moves up from yesterday's energy. You saw this powerful, powerful energy, divine energies that I was talking about earlier. About pay attention to what you have in the earliest degree of Cancer and Virgo. This is gonna comes in, it's gonna be coming in, it's gonna be coming in, triggering in there. So for those of you who have something in the first degree of Cancer and the first degree of Virgo, you know these divine energies are pouring towards you, and you are just like, man, I don't know what is it coming in. What is this transformations deal? There is even new energies you need to learn. That's what you're here to evolve. Okay. And boy, it's going to be a good hour because this time the midheaven, Saturn, the moon, and Mars are all in your head. Man, I want to act. I want to have my intuitions put in. I'm working at myself out. I getting it into the things that I'm limited and I see that deep, deep, deep stuff. Oh my God, but they're related to my family. Ooh, wait a minute. Why is that? Because the growth, what you grow within, that's what you get it out. Now that intuitions, it shows you that healing that you need to do between generations, that you are the one they need to fix. Don't fix the generations after you. Be the generations. Be the healer that heals this. You become an example for the new generations, but it's their job to do it. But you also become this energy um, of example for the generations before you. As I said, talking about the yesterday's report earlier, that is that energy of you doing the things. Mars now understands what to do with his emotions. To tell you that the masculine energies of intuitions is how to do this, how I can make it better. Can I use a wood for a material, or I can use concrete? Can I use a steel, or I can use an aluminum? Because I know that the steel can rust it, but if you use aluminum, it's going to be better. Why do you have aluminum windows now? Where did that came from? You know, you're seeking at those things. That's how you learn. You learn from the mistakes of what you do and how. And that energy is going to comes in very great. Condoning versus accepting. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Kimberly. Insightful perspective. Yes. Thank you, Kimberly, for being here. And we are talking about the next hour. The love is in the menu of transformations, the family. You're changing. You're taking a new course. You're taking that new changes. You're taking this new road. It's like, you know what? I'm going forward for this. I learned my lessons. I learned everything. I know how to transform. I have permissions from Pluto with the new energies to enter in here and create the actions on the feminine. You're going to find a lot of the feminine energies. It's going to be like, you know what? I'm stepping within these powers. I'm not going to back down. I am not going to be failing. I'm standing for what I am: the money, love, the situations. But that is it about that comes from me. I don't need to be pushed. I don't need to be told. I don't need it. I am the love for me. And that is what this area's energy is going to kick in a very, very positive, powerful way. And talking about the next hour, the energies will shift. The midheaven it's going to be with the sun and Chiron and the North Node, and facing at the rabbit hole again is like, man, I just seen it, this and so on. Oh, you think you're not going to do anything, and you're just going to be doing this mental work. Mercury is not only responsible for what you said, but what you do with your hands. Okay. And if you said but you didn't did, Mercury says, like, go back, re-talk to yourself because you have to redo it. Okay. And since this energy is going to be on this rabbit hole, guys, this is going to be, some of you is going to be just like uh, finding that energy, just like coming out of the rabbit hole. It's like, man, I'm so happy. I'm just getting it out. And some of you is going to be like, you know what? I have no fear. I got to go in there. I have to go through this process. I have to face these fears. I have to face these challenges in there. But those challenges, they are coming with what? With growth. They're coming with growth. But your growth is going to be challenged if you are not mature enough to understand your proper way of where your intuition, where you're learning, and where the biggest teacher in the universe takes you there. The evolution of you. Hi, Jolene. Thank you for coming in. I've been here since the beginning, listening to you. No chance to comment. Now you have a chance to comment. Kimberly, you can comment. I'm here. For it, I believe that the live sessions is a little better to do the reports than recording videos, but sometimes the recording videos with the chart and everything is much better because that way some people can see, they understand charts, and they can learn astrogravity that way as well through the channel, hopefully. For it, I have some more things that's going to line up, but can comment here. Okay. All right. Talking about the next hour up here, there's a lot of things that are growing. You growing, you're maturing, you getting these divine energies. You finally understand that growth from princess into a queen. You finally get in yourself of this positiveness that you need. But in a spiritual realm, you have the visions that it's there, and you're working of healing the things from your childhood. Then it's gonna comes in at the end because the ascendant currently is at the end of Leo. These divine energies we had last year that were so much powerful towards Venus. But now Venus, she has to prove that that she is matured. She needs to create what? Action, cardinal changes, my own self, my self love, loving me. My self love is enough. Somebody gives me the love, I appreciate it. If I want to give the love, it's because I want to give the love, not because someone's demanding it. This is going to be a shift of the consciousness, and that is supported by who? By Pluto in the first degree of Aquarius. All right, the next hour, the energy is going to be a little bit confrontational, for it, but overall, the Pluto is gonna comes in, is gonna put everything with the inner work. You're gonna begin to be a friendly happiness and so on and so on. You're probably gonna be surrounded with friends. You're so friendly, and you're wondering what is it going on with these energies? Why I'm so happy? Why I'm so this? You worked, you did the job, you feel it, enjoy it, enjoy that energy. Because in the next hour, it's gonna be intense. And that's how it goes up and down, up and down. Okay. Because in the next hour, the ascendant that I say with the mean Lilith, it is opposing the moon, it's opposing Saturn, it's opposing Mars. It begins to trigger. You thought that everyone is friendly like you, but they are not. And now you're like, what did I do? That's how you find out who is your friend and who is your foe. Okay. But there is a divine lessons for you to learn. You are you are authorizing to let the foes go and keep your friends, okay? But you're also authorized to see what is that the problem is. Are you attracting only foes, no friends? And how is you to your own self? Are you a friend or you a foe? And that energy that it's gonna comes in, it's primarily related to your destiny. Can you be friend with your own destiny? As that comes in, as a process that's going to be at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, things are coming, triggers your relationship, triggering the love that the self love is. There is a lot of divine energies that it's going to be going on towards Pluto. And Pluto says, like, you got the balance that you want. Here is the love that I'm giving you. Your self love, your new knowledge, your new healing within you, it's going to lead you to receive on the other end instead of fighting from within the rabbit hole to the polarities. Because the one it's pulled, the other it's pushed, right? The one it's pushing you in the rabbit hole, the other it's pulling you out. Okay? But that goes one directions. Push and pull. I walk in that way. So, talking about within this hours, there's going to be a great emotions that it's going to begin with the healing, and that is going to be approved to you in the next hour. The midheaven that's going to be at Cancer is sextiling, very beautiful Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter and Uranus are sextiling the moon and Saturn. Very helpful. Angel wings are in there. If you spread your wings, is okay. But if you sit on the ground and you cannot spread your wings because you're not mature to fly, nobody can help you. This energy of like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just cannot do it. I never done this before. I never done that before. I never gotten this before, and I can just not do it. I don't know why I can't. I cannot do it. I can't. I can't. I can't. Well, if you tell yourself I can't, you never want to learn to fly. But what's going to happen if you tell yourself, I can't? And the universe is going to come in. It's going to tell you, here is a little kick out of the nest. See if you can fly. And you're falling down and you're like, "Oh, you spread your wings. Boy, I can fly now. And you're going to appreciate the kick. But the kick can be a very powerful. But some of you, out of a fears, you're not going to spread your wings. And for those who cannot spread their wings, the divine is like, here, I give you a chances. I give you that power. I give you these energies in there. There for you. How you going to use it is up to you. And even in the next hour, we're talking about it's going to be at 8 o'clock in the afternoon. In there, Pluto is sextiling Neptune and Venus. That is a trining the midheaven at Cancer. We have a very beautiful, powerful energy of the ascendant that is at Libra. divine energies from Jupiter, Uranus, and the moon at this time. Everything leads you to the relationships. You need to understand two birds make spring, not one. You may be the greatest person on your own. You may be the greatest philosopher. You may be the greatest thing. But it takes two to make a nest and continue going. You guys hopefully understand what I'm telling you. There's going to be a certain things that you got to do with partners. This is why the life is created that way. And we're talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock and the afternoon. To the divine energies that it's going to come in from Leo towards Mars and Saturn. That's learning lessons of the growth, focus within a destiny that it's itself in there. The ascendant that is at Scorpio is divine energies with Venus at this time. For it, the moon, it is currently at 20 degrees of Pisces. You are going to be facing the mean Lilith, that it's at 20 degrees at Virgo. And through that energies in there, some of you is going to be looking at of the wounds. The wounds of oneself are the wounds within your partner that are reflecting your own wounds. But that's how you're going to find yourself in the whole. And for those who are in a partnership, you're going to find out walking out of through that, going in together as the partners through the rabbit hole. You're going to get out as a partners as a rabbit hole, but you're going to be different. The storm is going to change you. But for those who are in evolutions and you're understanding the forces of the evolution, you understand that is the only way you evolve. By walking hand by hand in the dark within the rabbit hole, and you get out on the other end. You understand you have to walk through the hell to reach the paradise. There is no other way. And for those who does it and you're doing it, you're going to find those divine energies at 10 o'clock in there towards Neptune. You're going to be seeing at this. You're going to be healing some energies. Ascendant that is currently at Scorpio, that is going to be giving a beautiful boost of trines towards Saturn and the moon. These powerful emotions that you are going to need. The divine energies from the south node towards Saturn, it's going to come in very strong, very powerful energies. Learning there. And that learning is going to come in. But you're going to feel the rabbit hole, the entrance and the exit, where you are, where you stand, and where you're going to go. Because you can't go back. Once you evolve to a certain level, did you try to come back and see to be a normal again? How long did that last? Let's laugh about that portion for it. But talking about this is when you go forward, you're like, man, I got too much to push, too much to do, too much to get in there. I'm too tired, and so on and so on. But you know, that is the reward for it. When you do the work for you, you evolve for you. And that self-love is going to lead you and guide you into that transformations process. And here it's the 11 o'clock, which is that is going to be the midheaven energies, divine towards the north node. You seeing this energy, you feeling it like your destiny is right in there and try to grab it and it moves farther. And you're like, what it is? What is this? You have not learning some of the things to get it yet. You can't operate with things that you don't understand yet. You have to grow, you have to learn, you have to understand the new energies. But if you do, they're telling you it's there, it's gonna come for you when it's the right divine time. And hopefully you are understanding divine time. Because divine time may be now, a year or two, but it's coming to you. That's all you need to know about this. Okay, but you have to do the self-talk and the self-do. Okay, guys. So now, if you have so many questions, I can take some few. If not, we are gonna be sharing the love and the light. And I will see you not tomorrow. Now I'll see you the next day because I'm traveling, guys. It is what it is in there. But I want to say that I appreciate you. I appreciate you for everything. If any questions, concerns, you can make comments below or you can find me, contact me, and send an email. Okay, guys? So that's all I have for you. And here, I'm gonna giving you the gifts of love. Takes it as much as you need it. Thank you all. Thank you, Joe, for sending us this. Thanks again for your patience and support. You guys, welcome. Karen, thank you. Thank you for everything. Uh, the patience becomes a lifestyle. I was talking about this a while back. Even I wrote the quote in the posts and so on. The divine powers are given it to you, so you know the responsibility that comes with it. And our responsibility here, okay, it is about to learn this. And when you have the patience and you have the support, and you become that patience, and you become that support, that is it. When these things they become your lifestyle, and only to the power of love and understanding in the evolutions that you're understanding within you. Then, when you're putting this into a lifestyle, that becomes as the greatest achievement of all within you. Because you can give it to others, you can pass it to others, you can get into the energies, you can give it to, and then you help in the world to get maybe that much, but still not that much better. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I will see you in 2 days. Hey, love, guys.